All right, guys, the time has finally come. We got our brand new 2024 KTM 65SX. Just picked up this ride last week early. Again, been waiting for it all of basically since April. I've been asking about our local dealership. So huge shout out to Spikes, of course, in Indiana there. They hooked it up with this. We're one of their first customers that have finally got this in the garage. So my son is super pumped, super excited about it. And yeah, today what I got in store for it, again, it being a brand new bike, as you can see there, 0 meters on there. I'm sorry, 0 hours on there. Perfectly brand new. All we did was start it, didn't even run it. But what we plan on doing with this thing here today is simply adjusting the seat height. So my son is about 73 inches tall and weighs about 64 pounds. So what we want to do eventually, again, with these new KTM 65s, is that they're able to lower the seat height from, I think, like 29, 30, up down to maybe to even 28 inch height. So what I'm gonna do is run you through that today and show you how simple and easy that is for the adjustable rear shock, so that way we can get it right for the rider in the early stages. Again, my son is 8 years old. Again, very early in these 65 runs, but he's growing fast, so eventually you'll be able to see how we raise it in future videos. But today's sole purpose, we're going from however it came from the stock dealership to a lower height. Stay tuned. So first things first, we gotta pop off these panels, which they made pretty easy. Actually, just stick your finger right under here and then basically pull off to hear the pop. And the same thing, got your fingers back here. You'll hear it disengage here too. It's just two little dots right here that go in these slots. That's one side. Same thing coming around over here. Stick your hand in here, pop that out, and pops right out just like that. So switching over to the other side here, you guys can see this bolt. There's another slot right up on top. So right now it's sitting in the higher seat position. According to the manual, if you go up to that slot right there, that's gonna obviously lower the suspension force a little bit, probably about an inch. So that's what I'm looking to do. Again, he drives that Cobra over there. And with that being said, yeah, I think that's around like a 28 off the ground right now. So this is gonna try to put it almost with that same level, if not just slightly smidge higher. But so drop it down probably about 28. And I'll give you guys a full measurement in a minute. All right, so basically just gonna unscrew this bolt right now. 13 millimeter socket. It's got a deep well socket one. And we're just gonna use a little punch to knock that bolt out from the other side. So again, just using something similar like this. Come from this side. So once you knock the bolt out, of course, I just left the hole punch in there, but I'm gonna pull it out right now, kind of maybe hold the tire down here, leave some pressure with it. It's gonna fall right out of socket as you saw right there. Now we need to move it obviously up to the top hole there. So I'm just gonna adjust a little bit here and try to raise that up for ourselves so we can align it into that slot. So I'm just using my foot back here as a little bit of a brace. I'm gonna try to feather that back in here, like so. So I was able to get in the top bolt right there. And then what you wanna do is obviously just screw that part in through the back. So now that I got the bolt again in there, I'm just gonna tighten it up, the same socket, wrench, all that obviously, and tighten it down. Now again, you want to tighten this bolt and torque it down to spec. The manual says 45 Newton meters, but convert that over to 33.2 pound-feet of torque. So again, set it at 34 for yourself. All right, so now that we've been able to pretty much lower it about an inch, like I said, I got it down to about 28 inches off the ground from the top, from the top of the seat, or the bellow right here to the end of the tire. It's about 28 inches off the ground. All right, so next up, what we're gonna be doing is loosening up these two bolts right here, so that way I can slide the forks up a little bit. The manual says you shouldn't be going more than 18 millimeters, and that's gonna be from this top of the line spot. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but there's not the first line, but the second line down from that standpoint, all the way to the very top of these triple clamps. Basically, again, no more than 18 millimeters. So as I set that for you, I'll show you how far I went, and I'll show you with my calipers and how much I measured. All right, so I'm using a 10 millimeter bolt here. Again, just loosening it up. Again, you also get the screw loose. Same thing for this side right here. Again, pretty loose there. Gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. Again, those are pretty loose now. What I'll do is I'll also, before make any sudden moves, mark it with like a permanent marker just to kind of see where I was. And that'll also help just kind of indicate, again, a good starting point on where to go up and down with. So what I'm gonna do is take, again, that permanent marker. Just gonna cross it right here just so I know where it was. Just a little bit there, same thing down here. And I'll do that for the other side also. And now what you'll see me do is basically push the fork up a little bit. And that's just by moving one at a time, very gradually. As you can see, they twist like that, so just a little bit of gesture each way, both ways. Now again, the idea here is to not go past that 3/4 of an inch, so we still definitely have some room to go. Again, I just want to make sure I have room for adjustment still on these levers. So just be leery of that when you are doing this. So what I really wanted to focus here is that as I raised it up, I wanted to get it to about 13 millimeters from that very top of the point there. Again, I think that 5 millimeter buffer is perfectly fine. I could go more, but I don't. So the reality is I just take my calipers, again, to the very top of the line. If you guys can see that on this video, I've got an exact 13 millimeter distance from where it was originally. So that's the idea with this one, and try to get that accomplished. Gonna do that for the other side also. So again, after just adjusting it, swiveling it around, again, got it to where I need it to be also at 13 millimeters exactly, just like it is on the other side. So I'm pretty happy with that adjustment and the way it is. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all this up. The bottom ones are 15 Newton meters, the top are 20 Newton meters. So I think this is like 11.1 and then like 14.8. So okay, just gonna use a torque wrench on this. This you want to be kind of 2 spec just because the internals inside of a fork, you don't want to smash that or kind of cause any additional, restriction from the flow and the stroke of the inside of that fork. So just gonna go ahead and use my, again, torque wrench. Set this new torque down to 20 Newton meters, because again, that one was 15, so this one's 20. All right, now the bike should be adjusted all around. All we're gonna do is basically put the seat back on, and of course the side panels will be all squared away. So when you put the seat back on, obviously these things pop in through there. This part goes underneath this screw. The rest of this kind of just fills nicely into the spot. So I'm just gonna go from the back kind of, make sure I slide it in. You can tell it's in there pretty snug. Get your seat bolt cover, twist it on. There we go. Bend it over. Seat's pretty easy. Take your panel. Again, this little lip goes under here. So try your best to first align it before you go under with it. Once you do that, you'll know that it's there. And then again, just get the underneath squared back here. And then you'll just be popping this into place. Pretty simple like this. 1, 2. That's one. Now we take the other panel and do the same thing. Just get it aligned for yourself. Under, under. All right, so that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you guys found this to be helpful to you, awesome. Drop a like, drop a comment. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Love to get any opportunity, of course, to work on this fresh new bike with some more and more things as we do. I'm sure we'll do the oil changes, air filters, again, adjustments of the shock here and there as you know the kid grows. But yeah, 2024 KTM 65SX. Again, adjusted the suspension. Now it's down to 28 by just adjusting that bolt in the middle there. Also adjusted the forks a little bit to kind of complement that in itself. But yeah, please like, please subscribe. Of course, I'm going to try to do as much of these videos as I can for you guys. And again, if it is helpful, drop a comment. Let me know. See what else I can do for you guys. Thanks.